Okay, this is gonna be my movie fight review for The Last Mohican. The sec- second biggest big battle in the movie. So let's begin. And I just want to say before I start the video is this review is just for the battles. It's nothing about the movie, just about what kind of weapons and this kind of thing and other thing. I know for too little to really give a good review, like a movie review on the history of this area with the French and the English. So I just want to talk about the weapons and leave anything else behind to a later moment. And yeah, let's start. Okay, the the big thing with this battle is that the French and the English was fighting in today, so it's today United States of America. But because of the English was have a big colony in America, so Americans served the English like in I think this really bad in this. Somebody have to correct me in the comments. I think around 1800 to around 1900 if I'm wrong. I think 1800 or 1700 something there. And there was a fight, and the French used one of the people there. I totally forget their names. I don't. I just say I don't want. Okay, I say the Native Americans. I'm really sorry. I cannot say the name. And one of them are the other one is the Mohicans. When Mohican have different people in the Mohican federation, and the other one also a big federation. So they're all I cannot say the name. Different people, and both of them are very adept. They learn lots of different culture. They have they have big culture, weapons and history and all this kind of thing. But because of when they get firearm from the French and the other side get firearm from the English, and the English use their side of the natives to fight against the French, and the French use their side of the natives to fight against the other one. So all the kind of the dirty work that French want to do and the English want to do, they let the native do for them. So so they cannot be blamed for that. So there is a reason in this battle scene that you can see that the real bad guys. There's no bad guys in this movie. It's a historical movie. It's not bad guys. So, okay, one of them is very angry person, and that person is like they try to make him the villain in the show, but he is like he wants just revenge. I understand this person why he wants revenge on on the father of the two daughters. I understand why this guy wants to have revenge on this man, because of they take his land and all this kind of thing. And yeah, Uruguay, the Uruguay work for the French, and the Uruguays learn French, but I don't really know all that more about that really in that aspect in their. I only know that Uruguay work for the French, and on the side the Mohican work for the English, and I think English give them. English have promised them different things and this kind of thing, and some are even in the American English war. I think some of the Mohicans fight for the English against the Americans, and this kind of thing. All the tea party things that happen with the teas, that they dress like Native Americans, and to demonize the Native American, to blame them, and instead for the Caucasians and this kind of thing and all that kind of thing. But this is a very, very good movie, and let's continue. Okay, another thing it talks about this is something that for me looks very similar to this scene. Is similar to like when the Teutoburg forest with the Roman legion under the Emperor Augustus is similar to this one, that the Roman legion and the English army is a totally different time period. Of course, different weapons, different clothing, and all this kind of thing. But one thing is very similar is some part of the tactics are similar, that the native fight in guerrilla war style. Not all of them do, but many of them fight in this kind of style, guerrilla tactic. And the English, they stand on line and shoot, and they walk and they take from the cannons. And I'm not a military tactician, but they have a very strict way to march when they fight, and that is also one big reason. Like example, when they fight in Africa against the Zulu defeat one of the English army because the English was so accustomed to fight people, to hit and run, so they think everybody will do that. So when the Zulu came in South Africa, in the Drakens Mountains, the battle in Drakens Mountain, I can absolutely not say the time period, but I think 1800, around there, 1800, in the Drakens Mountains, with a big fight. And for me, it is similar to that in the battle in Teutoburg Forest, because of how the Roman legion was superb army in the open field. They were like, no question about it, and similar to the English with the cannons and the firearms, weapons, and this kind of thing. And of course, this battle is like many years before the battle in Drakensberg in South Africa. So yeah, yeah. I think my favorite weapon in this whole movie is the Native American gunslinger club. I think that is a really cool weapon. I really like the design of it, and I think that is very cool. I really like when movies try to do different time periods, and they really try to make something that is not so common to see in movies. Like this one, I really like this movie. Is not because of the actors. The actors is good. Yeah, there's very good actors. But I really like to see different Native American weapons. I really like the weapons. The War Slinger Club. When some of them talk French and other one talk English, it's not like always you see. Normally you see in movies, it's like Native Americans and the cowboys and this kind of thing all the time. And this is time a bit boring in long term. It's a bit boring to see cowboys all the ways. They're more nice to see different way. I really hope to see more of this kind of movies, like maybe in the North Coast, like with the Haida or the Kaling war and this kind of thing. Yeah, so yeah, it's very nice, and I really like how they really show the battle style of the Iroquois and the Mohicans. If I say it right, if I say it wrong, please correct me in the comments. With all this thing, I mean, if anything wrong, leave me in the comments. I can learn. I really need that. So sorry, I butchered the name. I'm really sorry for that. But I really like this the style. I absolutely, if I was in this movie, I absolutely want to be on the Iroquois side. I really like them much more because I really like the weapons they have. I really like the war clubs, the war paint, like the really like really warrior style. I really like the warrior style. So for me, it's always like in war movies. I don't really care about the actors. I'm much more interested in the war and the weapons in the movie. I really like much more like how the sound when the weapon hit the body and this kind of thing and all the. It's a very I really like this movie, and it's very interesting to really really interesting to see how the Iroquois, how they fight in this movie, comparable how the English army fight in this movie, and then you can see how the Mohicans, how they fight in this movie, and it's very interesting to see that because of how different tactics they have. Like one is much more guerrilla battle style, guerrilla tactics, hit and run, and this kind of thing. The other one is like marching in straight line, stand up, shoot, go around, take the bayonets, and all that thing. And we can see in the movie one of the general, the father of the two daughters, he have a thing they call a flintlock pistol, and it's a very expensive pistol, like this, made of clockwork. I think I said it right. I probably said wrong there, but yeah, it's not common to see pistols and the weapons, and of course I don't know the model of the guns, like the long firearms the Iroquois have, or the English have. I think the English have some newer version, and the French too. And yeah, let's continue. Yeah, another thing is when they do the scalpation on the enemy, they believe that they take the soul of the enemy. So there's a reason why they take the scalp. It's not only the Native Americans who take scalp, even the Scythians from the central steppe of like today's Romania and said is the like Russia, the Caucasian part of Russia, the Asian part of Russia. It was the Scythians. So it's not only the Native Americans, even the Scythians also take scalps, and I think also the Sarmatian. All I think that is very interesting. Both of them have similar, some part of similar culture. Both are some of the like not the Iroquois, but the Comanches, or steppe warriors, and this kind of thing. And so yeah, so I think I don't only know that they take for the soul. It's similar to the Aztecs take the heart for sacrifice to offer to the god, and the Mayans offer their blood in fire to God and this kind of thing. And yeah, so it's seen some similarity in culture, like even to people with like in North Asia, like the Sarmatians and the Scythians, and so yeah, yeah. Let's continue. Okay. So sorry. So in the battle after the we go back some point in the movie. The main character was locked up where he wanted to help some villagers because the Iroquois was sent of the French, and after the French had bombarded the castle of the English in this movie, The Last of the Mohicans, they have promised them to free passage. The French promised English free passage, and then they the other guy, the main person of the Iroquois, he wanted revenge on the father of the two girls, and yeah, so different reason, and yeah, so yeah, so now we are here in this scene in the movie, and he gonna say why, and yeah.
I know that I will put under the knife your children, so I will wipe your seed from the earth forever.
Yeah, and if somebody not know about this movie and this kind of thing, is the fastest thing I can say about this movie is it's from a book. It's called Last of the Mohicans. I don't know when it was written down and published and this kind of thing, but it's a book was made to a movie, and they yeah. So it's about the French and English and the Iroquois and the Mohican, and the movie called Last of the Mohicans, because I think the Mohicans was really losing the war against the Iroquois, and Iroquois was really strong domination power in that area. I think I'm not have read so much about it, so I not can say so much more than that. So yeah, there's really anything else, really not so much more I really want to say. I really like this movie. I think this movie is a very good movie. I don't know how 100% historical this movie is, but it's very good. So I can really recommend it if you want to see a good adventure movie. That is, I really recommend it. Yes. Okay, and this was my movie slash fight review on The Last of the Mohicans. I probably will do a full movie review on this movie. I don't know when, but probably. Yeah, thanks.